We created just a part. But today, see, you know how to install Kubernetes client, that is kubectl. I think already you know. If anyone is not having, try to ping me or try to share your screen. I will tell you how to get it. My question is, if you use like this kubectl, this is Terraform related stuff. We're going to another problem. See, what is your duty is kubectl get nodes. Are you able to getting or not? Here in this scenario, maybe here four members are there, right? How many of you having this one, Docker desktop? I think you are having, right? Srinath, having or not till now?
Yeah, yeah, I'm having.
Docker. What about Ganesh and Sirisha? Do you have or not? Either Docker desktop or else Minikube. Anyone, if you are having, very easy to work with. See, there you may use in AWS also, but that is you need to pay, right? Per hour, you need to pay minimum 50 to 100 rupees. This is free one, easy to work with, easy to learn it. Okay, today try to understand. Same concept, I need to enhance in another way. I may take 2 to 3 days only on pod. Why in the sense, pod is the basic. I think you know atomic unit of scheduling. In Kubernetes, the smallest object is the pod only. If you know clear information about pod, remaining resources are very, very easy. Yesterday we have seen declarative language. I hope I am trying to open MS Paint. MS Paint. You know declarative language. What is declarative language? By using YML file, this is the declarative language. Declarative language means using YML files. Using YML files to create a manifest file. To create a manifest files. This is the declarative approach. Industry using only declarative approach. But in rare conditions, if you are the professional, if you are the experienced person, each and every time, no need to open declarative environment. No need to open. Simply you can go with imperative also. Why it is imperative? If one or two arguments you need to change, which is the best one? Imperative. Imperative approach. Imperative approach. Here, suppose in declarative language, if you want to create a pod, how many lines at least you need to write? Anyone can just guess it. Already yesterday, have we written, right? Have we written maybe API version, kind, metadata, spec like that? Have we written at least how many lines? No need to tell exact answer, just approximately. Minimum 10 lines. Is it required or not? Minimum 10 lines. Are you agree with me? If you want to create a pod, if you want to create a pod in declarative, if you want to create a pod, if you want to create a pod in declarative, declarative minimum 10 lines. Anyone can guide me quickly. Srinath Garu, you only tell me quickly. You may write once again. You may get the clarity. What is the first line? API version.
API version V1
V1. Yes. Next, kind.
kind
Pod. Next,
part
metadata.
metadata.
Then we go for after two spaces, name colon, maybe pod one. We may go with like that. What next? What next?
Spec spec.
Labels,
Sorry, label.
labels.
Yeah.
Again, labels having name. Got it or not?
Mm.
Label name
Yeah.
also part one. Label name also. This is the industry standard I'm telling. Now what next?
Yeah.
Now spec, right?
Spec.
Now
Yeah.
spec. In specification, quickly. In specification, anyone man? Containers. Containers. Okay. In containers,
Container.
In
name.
containers followed by very good hyphen. Here, see Srinath Garu, please try to remember either use hyphen here, not a problem, or you may use one space, two space like that here. See, here, this is the notepad, that's why here is the problem. I am using
Yes.
assume. Why I am taking these many spaces here? After CO, that is the third letter. Third letter is there, right?
Yes. Yeah.
At third letter, I am using hyphen. After that, you must give one space. This is the standard rule.
Yes.
After hyphen, you must give space. That is the name. You may ask, first I am writing image assume. Image. What is the image name assume? NGINX. NGINX. Right, understand? Here I am writing name. Here I am writing name. Name is again NGINX. Some people may have a doubt. First you need to write name, then only you can write image. That is not a problem. Either. For first one only you need to give hyphen. For second and third one, no need to give hyphen. I hope I have understood, right? This is the standard procedure. This is the standard procedure. Suppose name in first, hyphen is there. If image is first, hyphen is there. What I said, these two belongs to one group. Is it clear for you? Yesterday also I explained why this is very, very, very important. If you go to Ansible also same procedure we make. What next after this? After this, please respond. I may go for POR TS ports, right? In that ports also, here I'm using like this. What is this? Container, container, port, colon. What is that? Maybe 8080. Maybe 8080. I hope everybody understood. Yes or no? I think
Yes.
your voice is not properly getting. Anyway, no problem. Okay. See, same thing I want to do with the declarative. I want to do with the declarative. Now try to understand. Kubectl delete all hyphen all. Now CLS. Now observe carefully. Kubectl create kubectl run pod 1. What is the name I'm using? Kubectl run pod 1 space hyphen image. You know, so even you want to use equal to or not use equal to, but try to use equal to. NGINX. Nginx. Now, in the same way, I'm trying to create three pods. Two, three. How many pods I'm creating? Three pods. Now, see here, kubectl get pods. Today, our concentration should be on labels. Now, tell me what are the labels belongs to each pod. For that, what is the command is kubectl get pods hyphen show labels. This is very, very important. Regular asking examination question, maybe interview question. Kubectl get pods hyphen show labels. See what is the label name? Run is equal to pod 1, run is equal to pod 2, run is equal to pod 3. These are the default labels. These are the default labels. Here, from imperative, you want to get declarative. What I am asking? From imperative, you want to get declarative. What to do? From imperative, you want to get declarative. For example, I want to create pod 4. I want to create part 4 by using imperative. I am creating declarative. From the declarative, I want to create part 4. Now try to observe here. kubectl, kubectl, what I am trying to do is run part 4. Actually, part 4 I may not create. Yeah. Good morning. kubectl, run part 4. Here, hyphen image. What is the image name? NGINX. Next hyphen dry run. Dry run is equal to client hyphen o YAML. First, try to understand bit by bit. Greater than. I think some people know Linux, right? Girls, try to interact with me. Anyone? When do we use greater than symbol? What is the use and purpose of greater than in shell script in Linux? I'm asking about only greater than symbol. I'm not asking other codes. Ramya, are you there? What Madhu garu?
Out, output
Output
overwriting.
output redirection. You need to tell what? Output
Yeah.
redirection with overriding or overwrite. Output redirection with overwrite. Got it or not? Now I am taking pod 4 dot YAML. Sriyant gar, are understanding or not? What I am creating? I am creating one external manifest file.
Right.
I am creating one external manifest file. I am not creating a pod. See, if I don't specify, here I am giving clarity. If I don't specify hyphen dry run, if I don't specify hyphen dry run, automatically pod will create. Just giving enter. See, now check it. Pod 4 got created or not? Anyone tell me? It may got created or not? What I said. If any imperative coding dry run was there, dry run may be there, that pod may not create. Now check it. kubectl get pods. Is it available pod 4? No. I want to create a pod 4 by using this manifest file. Ah, how can I see this code? How can I see this code? Pod 4.yml. You know Notepad, right? You know Notepad. Notepad. Notepad.
That space.
Part
Part
4
4 dot one.
dot yml. See, similar code only we written, right? Maybe 3 minutes back. Similar code only have we written. Are you agree with me? See, API version, kind pod, metadata, creation timestamp, null. See, Sriyankar, whether you are interested or not, who is providing this? Cluster is providing this information. Hey, you want it from my environment, from my language. I'm providing for you. If you don't want, right? See what they are saying. If you don't want, remove it. Whatever you want it, you can take it. Whatever you don't want it, you can remove it. See, resources colon open curly brace, closing curly brace. This means what? Null. If you want it, you can add it. See, DNS policy, domain name, server policy, cluster. What is that? Cluster first only. Next, restart policy. Always, never, like that, we can apply it. Now, whatever we don't want, we can remove it. See, this is not necessary. See, all these things not necessary. Assume. Is it good for us? What does it mean? After metadata, as a common man, we need to specify name first. Are you agree with me? We need to specify name first. But what they specified here? Labels. Labels. Observe. I want to give my own labels, Rinadkar. What shall I do? There, env, environment, development environment. Can I do like this? Not only one label. See, my name is Lakshmipati. Some people may call Terraform sir. Some people may call Kubernetes survey. One person teaching two subjects, right? In the same way, how many labels are possible to add? Multiple labels we can possible to add. Even see higher EI here, tier, front end, front end. I'm giving like this. Here, how many labels I'm adding? Three labels. Three labels. Now escape in the sense here is control S save. Hmm. Now I want to create a pod from this. Madhu garu, please respond. How can I create a pod from this pod 4.yml? Any girl, anyone girl? I want to create a pod. kubectl, kubectl, you need to use appl, apply. Or you may use, create. I think Markonda explained to you. When do we use create? When do we use apply? Anyone at least respond? Anyone? When do we use kubectl apply? When do we use kubectl create? At least. Am I audible or not?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah, good. Very first time you can go with create. From thereafter, if you want to update, you must go with apply. Apply is nothing but create or update. Create or update. But if you use update, it won't work. For updating, which command you need to work? Apply only. For update, which command you need to work? See, apply is equal to, try to remember, apply is equal to either create or update. From second time onwards, creation won't work. Creation won't work. Very first time, right? I may try to apply create. It will work. kubectl create. Tell me, hyphen f. What is the file name? Pod 4.yml, right? Shall I run it? Yes, I am done. See, is it now what I am trying to do is I am trying to modify a small thing in my code. Shall I go and modify it? Notepad, notepad. I am going to modify one more label. One more label, one more label. They are created by colon Lakshmi. Like that I written. Possible to add 100% possibility is there to add. Close this, save it, saved. What I am trying to do is same command reapply. I may get an error. See, it will accept or not. I said already. First time only it will accept. Second time onwards, it may throw an error. Shall we check it? Is it throwing or not? See, error when creating pod4.yml pods. Pod already clearly stating, right? From server already exist. Now what to do? Small modification. Anyone can guide me?
Apply.
In place
Yeah.
of
Part
create,
kubectl
yeah, apply. Here
apply.
apply what it is doing? It is overriding or in our words overwrite. In the same pod, what is the pod name? Pod 4. Check it. Is it really throwing an error? Why throwing an error? Server config kubectl apply. What was the problem? Spelling correct only, right? kubectl apply hyphen f. Maybe any spacing problem, check it and tell me warning. Resource pod 4 is missing the kubectl kubernetes.io. Last applied configuration annotation which is required by kubectl apply. kubectl apply should only be used on resources created declaratively by either kubectl create hyphen save config or kubectl apply the missing annotation. It is expecting some annotation. Okay, generally it won't ask because it is created from imperative language, right? What is that? Imperative. That's why it is facing problem. Anyway, what I am trying to do is first I may delete first. Which one? That pod. kubectl. Please respond. Delete pod. What is the pod name? Pod 4. Pod 4 first. kubectl. Delete pod. Pod 4 is there or not?
Yes, it is there. Semicolon given
Oh,
extra.
I given semicolon. That was the problem. Okay. Now I am applying same statement. It may created, right? Generally, it will work. Now what I'm that's why see even creation users again use apply it is facing difficulty. That's why from the beginning onwards we are using again and again apply only. Apply will take care of two things. One is the creation as well as updation also. Till now clear? We'll check it. Pod got created or not. kubectl get pods. kubectl get pods. Now check it. Part 4, one by one is running. One by one is running. Now my question is, I want to assign a new label imperative. I want to assign new label imperative. First, we need to check right default labels. How to get the default labels? How can I view the default label? kubectl get pods hyphen hyphen. What is the command? What is the flag? Show labels.
Pro labels.
Yes, enter. See here created by Lakshmi, environment dev and run. That is the part 4 tire front end. These are the different labels. See, one person may have different naming conventions. Different naming conventions. Now, my part 1, I want to provide env belongs to production. Anyone can guide me? I want to change. I want to assign one new label to our part 1. 1 minute time for you. Anyone guide me? My question, have you understood right? For this part 1, I want to add a new label. What is the label name? What is the label name? I want to give environment. env is equal to prod. env is equal to prod. kubectl, kubectl label. kubectl. I want to assign label. To whom I want to assign label? For pod. For which pod you want to assign label? Please respond. My pod. Is it clear for you? kubectl label for which one? Pod 1. Pod 1. What I want to apply? What I want to apply? Just env is equal to what you want to assign? prod production. If I am not wrong, it will apply. Now kubectl get pods hyphen show labels. Is it applied or not? Is it applied or not? Yes. Now, I don't want created by label. I don't want created a label. What does it mean? I don't want means what? I want to remove, right? I want to remove, right? What to do? kubectl, kubectl, label, kubectl. Where is the label? Label, pod. For which pod you want to remove? Pod 4. There, which label you want to remove, ma? Which label you want to remove? Created, created by what I added here? Minus. Minus means what? Subtraction, right? Minus means what? Subtraction. Now check it here. Now check it here. What happened? Is it removed or not? Yes or no? Removed, right? I want to search a specific item. Wherever environment is equal to prod, those pods only I want to see. In the production in the real time, more than 100, more than 200 pods are running. I want to view specific pods. I want to view specific pods. There, only environment is equal to production. kubectl, get pods, hyphen L. kubectl, get pods, hyphen L. Which one you want to see? env is equal to prod. That POR, that spelling mistake, right? There, like that is there. POR. What was the problem? kubectl What I did here? Spelling mistake or not? There I did ENV correct only, right? There ENV,
Spelling mistake.
which mistake?
In part
There.
one, EVN is there. Here we
Oh,
have written
EVN,
VLH.
EVN. Ah, yeah, yeah, I understood. EVN. There at the time of typing, that was also mistake. Now match it, right? See, am I able
Yeah,
to getting or
yeah,
not?
yeah.
One more thing. kubectl get parts, hyphen show labels, labels. We are getting all, but here, what I want to get it, the pipe symbol, grep. There, what I want to use is port. What it is saying? Oh, this is my not bash, right? This is purely Windows, right? This is purely Windows. If I am in bash environment, it will work. If I am in bash, it will work.
No,
Linux
here
bash,
also
right?
grep after port. Actually, you have written a port it
No,
is
no,
written.
PORD. There PORD is there. Here is correct only, Srinath
Yes.
Garu.
Yeah,
Here correct
yeah, yeah.
only. I am in pure Windows. In Windows, grep will
Yes.
not work. Got it or not? That's why it is the problem.
Yeah, yes.
Okay,
I know.
you understand.
Okay.
Here
Yeah.
is the internal external means command not found. Command not found. Got it? Right. Now you got the little clarity. Now one more thing. Here kubectl, their env not, this is also valid, which is not displaying wherever environment not equal to port. Our spellings are like that. Is it clear for you? Now one more thing. There I may use env double equal to also. Check it. Check it. Here, what you want to understand is you need to understand three things. One is equal to, another one is double equal to, third one is what, Srinath Garu? Not equal. In labels, this is nothing but match labels. Are you understanding correct? Which concept? Match labels. In future, we may see match expressions. Till now, you don't know match expressions. In future, what you may see? Match expressions. If you got the clarity, I may show you small commands. Maybe if we face any difficulty, then only I may interact with you. See, I am increasing the font size. If you want to work with the labels, what is the command? First one, see, kubectl label hyphen help. What I may get it? Label related help. Can I show you quickly? See kubectl, kubectl label hyphen help. Check it. Is it providing label related help? Yes or no? Is it showing or not? See, I'm trying to show you clearly. Kubernetes is also providing 100% perfect document. See, they are showing their own examples. You can easily understand, you can easily work with. But here our effort is important. Now see, kubectl label and overwrite pod. Pod name is 4. Status is equal to unhealthy. kubectl label, pod name. This is the label name. Don't think differently. We are giving env, but what they given? Unhealthy true, healthy true, like that. But if you slowly reading, applying, you may get the clarity. You may get the clarity. Got the clarity? Now. kubectl get pods hyphen hyphen show labels kubectl label pod 1. What does it mean? Already I applied, right? Anyone can quickly respond. What happens here in this line? What happens in this line? Label is deleting or label is adding?
Deleting. Deleting.
Deleting the specific label. Very good. See, kubectl run nginx already written, right? Hyphen hyphen image nginx hyphen hyphen dry run is equal to client hyphen o ym. This total line, what it will provide? Anyone can quickly? This total line, what it will provide? Dry run means it won't create a
What?
pod. It will provide, it will check, it will check the syntax. It will check the syntax. And YML file, it is converting to YML file. It is converting to YML file. It will provide declarative approach. From imperative to declarative approach, I am able to get it. Now see here, same thing. From there only, from help only I got this. From help only I got this. Now, anywhere, anything, if you are facing difficulty, you may ask me, I may apply that one. Every command will work properly. Every command will work properly. Now, I hope you got the clarity. See, these are my own commands. Now check it. kubectl get pods. kubectl get pods hyphen L. What I am doing? I am searching. I am searching my specific item. Got it or not? See, some people may have a doubt. Maybe really, if you work with Kubernetes, somewhere we written like this, right? There hyphen hyphen SELECTOR selector or selectors. Now, see, Srinath Garu, some again people may have a doubt, right? When do we go for selector? When do we go for label? Selector means, what is selector means? Searching for a label. My statement is clear or not? Observe. What is selector means? Searching for a label. Searching for a
Available.
label. What does it mean? Both are synonymous. How I am applying to synonymous? Wherever you applied selector, there you can apply label. See, this one and this one, there is no difference. You can use alternatively. Sometimes you may use hyphen L, sometimes you may use hyphen hyphen selector. Is there any difference? No. Maybe some developer may use selector at that time. Assume you are the fresher. Maybe you uh, put an experience, maybe 7 years, 8 years. Maybe your senior or maybe your junior told us, okay, apply selector. Then you may have a doubt. Okay, Lakshmipad garu told only L. They are giving selector. What is the difference? There is no difference. There is no difference. Again, I am giving clue. Wherever double hyphen is there, that means full length statement. Full length statement. Full length flag. Wherever single hyphen is there, short form. Single hyphen is there, that is the short form. I may show you a form. You never forget this one. How I can show you? Observe carefully. kubectl label label hyphen hyphen help hyphen hyphen help. See, I am trying to show you what I am trying to show you. Somewhere. Now check it here. Anyone can read it. Anyone can read it. My cursor is moving somewhere. Hyphen L comma hyphen L comma hyphen hyphen selector. This is the longest form. This is the shortest form. Now check it. Both are same or both are different? At least respond. Both are same, both are different. Hello, am I audible? Both are both are same only.
Same.
One
Same.
more thing, ma. Here observe single equal to, double equal to, not equal to. Suppose if I didn't show you this statement, your feeling is what? Sorry is telling new things. No, I am not telling new things. I am gathering special things. I am explaining to you. Even see, I want to search with multiple criteria. You know, condition one, condition two, right? First condition, you must attend my class in time. What is the second condition? You need to practice well. What is the third condition? If you have the doubt, please ping me. What is the fourth condition? Regularly. What about learn it? Maybe practice it. Like that, condition one, condition two, condition three, we can apply multiple conditions. See, key 1 is equal to value 1, comma, key 2 is equal to value 2. Like this, we can apply one example. We can implement one example. We can easily understand. We can easily understand. We may go for one more example for that. Now, kubectl, get parts, hyphen, get parts, hyphen, show labels. Show labels. Now, check it here. My environment is equal to prod, run is equal to pod1. What I am trying to do for this one also, for pod2 I want to apply same statement my env pord. First what I am trying to do is I want to remove this one ma. Now because of this is not the right spelling, right? Anyone can guide me? Kubectl get how to remove ma? Anyone can guide me? Kubectl label label pod. What is the pod name? Pod 1. What is the label name? EVN EVN hyphen. Good, right? Now, my two parts at a time I want to apply my ENV is equal to production. For two parts, please mute it. For two parts, I want to apply ENV prod. For part 1, for part 2. Guide me here. kubectl label, kubectl label part. Oh, two parts I want to apply at a time, right? Here it won't allow because of we need to set one by one only. You need to set one by one only, one by one, or else I need to set for all the parts. For all the parts, how can I set it? kubectl label, label, uh, parts, label, parts, hyphen all. There, what I am trying to do, env is equal to prod. Check it. Is it working or not? Env already have the value. Okay, dev. And overwrite is false. Overwrite is false. Okay, no problem. Now kubectl get parts, hyphen show left. Now check it. Now check it. What I want to see is environment is prod. If I want to get it, how many labels I may get it, ma? How many parts I may see? How many parts I may see? Three.
Three parts.
What I want to see, environment should be prod. Run is equal to pod one. Run is equal to pod two. Only two parts I want to see. Only two parts. Environment must be prod, but run is equal to either part 1 or part 2. Run is equal to either part 1 or part 2. Guide me here. kubectl get parts hyphen L. Now what next? What next? Their env is equal to assume very first time. What was the problem? prod, right? prod. Now see, am I getting 3? No, I don't want 3. I want only 2. 2 means I need to apply one more condition, comma. What is the condition? Run is equal to part 1. Also. Now run is equal to, run is equal to, run is equal to part 2. I'm checking like this. Now, what was the problem here? Internally following and condition. Internally following and condition. Okay. Run is equal to pod 1 or pod. I may go in this way. Maybe possible. Then I may go for up to this. Okay. After that, run is equal to square bracket, pod 1, comma, pod 2 may work. We'll check it. No, it is expecting some other thing. Run there in. This is the under criteria. That is the problem. This is the under criteria. Name cannot be provided with a selector is specified. Name cannot be provided. Name cannot be provided. Okay. No. Name cannot be provided. There env there run is equal to or run is equal to. No, I'll tell you that is also possible. That is also possible. Here till now what you need to understand is okay, only two conditions like this one as well as that one, or because of one condition make you multiple things. If you want to filter it, we can apply one more condition. What is the one more condition? Again, you need to go with comma. There you need to specify specific one. I hope you got the clarity. I hope you got the clarity. Here, my overall scenario is hyphen L is equal to hyphen selector. Hyphen selector. Have you got the clarity? Now we may go for real-time use cases. You may go for one real-time use cases. I'm going to here. What is my one real-time use case? There, see. Now try to understand. I'm taking one use case. There, new one. Don't see. Here, observe clearly. Assume this is the pod. In total Kubernetes, pod look and feel will be look like. This is the pod. This is the pod. Pod contain what? Pod contain what? Container. Maybe container 1. Maybe container 2 like that, maybe container 3 like that. See, if I want to access pod, assume this is within the cluster. Now try to understand. This is within the cluster. See, you are sitting here. You are using your laptop. You are using your laptop. On top of, within your browser, you want to access this application. You want to access this application. You don't have the right to access this application in your browser window. Here, for that, what will you do? For that, what will you do? You need to create one service object. You need to create which one? One service object. Now, I am giving the terminology. This is the pod. This is the pod. Okay, good. This is the pod. This is container 1. This is container 2. I may give the convention CON1 like that. Here is what? CON2 container 2. What is this? This is nothing but service object. This is nothing but service object. Now you may ask a question. What is the difference between pod and service? First I am going to what is the definition of pod. Pod is pod is smallest smallest executable unit. Smallest executable unit. Smallest ex. What is service? What is service? Service is nothing. Discovering, discovering the pod object. The pod object. What is the duty of service? Only discovering the service object. Service object. Here, service types are. Please mute it. Service types are service types are one is cluster IP, one is cluster IP, second one is anyone can guess it? Node, node port. What is the third one? What is the third one? Load, load balancer, load balancer, balancer. What is the fourth one? Fourth one is headless service. Head, headless service. Headless service or external IP. External IP. External IP. Now, see, if you have to represent cluster IP is the default one. Try to remember. This are they are asking in interview. Cluster IP is the default. I am writing here default. Default. If you want to work with node port, you need to type like this. You need to type like this. TYPA type colon node port. This is the right terminology. In the same way, if you want to work with load balancer, type colon load balancer balancer. If you want to work with headless service, see how to write headless service. Please observe cluster IP colon none. This is the right terminology. Cluster IP colon none. Why I said in right side first letter must be right side first word first letter must be capital. In left side observe first word should be lowercase. Next each word should be capital. Each word should be capital. This is the naming convention you need to remember. Now quickly we may apply one example. Quickly we may apply one example. What to do here? Now final one. I am the end user. I can't work like this. I can't access like this. To whom I can communicate? I'm interacting with service. Service will go on interacting with whom? Please respond, anyone. Service is discovering which object? Service is discovering this pod object. My diagrammatic representation is clear or not? End user communicating with the service. Service is going to communicate with the service object is nothing but proxy. 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 Sometimes you may call reverse proxy. Both are same. Proxy or reverse proxy. Proxy or reverse proxy. Proxy. Directly, if I say something, you may hurt. Maybe I may tell to your friend, please remind her or please remind him. If they told something, if they tell something, you may agree. If I directly say something, you may not agree. In the same way, here also finally we are communicating with pod only, but we can't access. Through whom we are able to access? See, final conclusion. If you want to access outside the scope, to access, to access within or to access outside the scope only two possibilities. One is node port, second one is load balancer. Load balancer. That is your wish. Today we may use both at a time. Maybe time is there. Quickly we may apply that one. Either node port is okay, either load balancer is okay. But industry using node port or load balancer, anyone can quickly respond. Industry never use node port. Node port is only for learning
Load
purpose. Learning, learning purpose. But that is also good. But load balancer, industry using load balancer. You may ask why industry using load balancer? Route 53, you know, right? Route 53, somewhere you studied. Are you agree with me or not? Route 53 can recognize only load balancer. Route 53 cannot recognize node port. This is the easiest answer to understand, to remember also. Now I am going to open Visual Studio Code. Quickly respond. Now I am going to create a file name, new file. See, test pod hyphen svc service dot yaml. Quickly. There I'm saving in my E drive, or maybe I'm saving somewhere else within the C drive where I am available. Now check it here. Where I am C users HP ma. C users HP. Within the users, within the users, there within the HP, I'm trying to save. Now create file. Now file got created. Now see, simply I'm typing just P. Somewhere pod is there or not? Observe and tell me where is the pod? Which item? Tell me the number one, two, three, four.
Kubernetes.
Kubernetes pod, right? Two times is there. I installed, I think, two different softwares. Two softwares are giving. In the same way, observe. I'm going to type. I'm going to type here. I'm placing my cursor. Observe carefully. The best way is hyphen hyphen. See here, observe carefully. YAML rule. This is the interview question. How to represent YAML is got started or not? Three hyphens represent starting of the manifest file. How to represent end of the manifest file? Anyone can quickly? How to represent end of the YML manifest file? How to represent? I said starting, right? Starting, how it is representing? How many hyphens?
Three
Three.
I.
Three.
How to represent end of the manifest file? Three dots, ma. Three dots. Now again I am starting. What I need to do? Three. Again I need to end. What I need to do? Three. That is different YAML file. This is different, but the file name is only one. Now what I am trying to do? Yes, sir. Somewhere service object is there or not? Take it and tell me. Yes, sir, service. Somewhere Kubernetes service is there or not? You need to refer it. You need to refer it. Kubernetes service is there or not? Don't select secret. Only you need to select service. Now, quickly guide me. Where to modify? I am leaving pod as it is. I am leaving my app as it is. I am leaving my app as it is. Only where I am changing, please observe. Where I am changing? Only changing.
Image.
Only changing.
Image.
What is Docker? Docker hands. HANDS. Is there any spelling? Please try to guide me. Docker. I think Docker hands on Java. Java hyphen web hyphen app colon 1. I hope there I need to change. I said right because of 128 megabytes is not sufficient. We need to give 500 or else it won't work. Or else it won't work. That is the insufficient memory problem. We'll see that too also. And now guide me quickly. Anyone girl, what is the container port here? What is the container port? Yesterday I said if it is Java related, what is the container port? Blindly you can tell. Blindly you can tell. Java name is there. What is the container port? 8080. Why I said Java application will
Tomcat.
run on Tomcat. Tomcat container port we are using. There is no Java port. There is no Java port. Again and again I am telling. There is no Java port. But why we are talking about Java runs on Tomcat. Tomcat having port. That's why I am specifying 8080. I hope you got the clarity. Now observe a small thing is there, small problem is there. What was the problem? Somewhere label is there. Check it. What is the label? Label followed by one key value. Just refer it and tell me. Labels followed by one key, one value. What is the key here? Name. What is the value here? My app. In the same
My
way, selector in service object somewhere selector is there. Check it. In service object, somewhere selector is there. Selector followed by some key value. Both must match. Now observe and tell me here matching is there or not. Observe and tell me what here is there. What is the key name? What is the key name? Key name is name only. What is the key value? My app. Now check it
Mm.
and tell me what is the selector key name? What is the selector key name?
App
App. Both are matching or mismatching?
matching.
Matching. Again observe.
Name is
Again,
matching, sir. My app.
name is match. What is the key? Key is matching or mismatching?
No, not matching.
Yeah,
It's
key
matching.
also must match. Key also. Ani garu, understood or not? This is
Yes.
very, very, very important. People may do mistake here. Srinath garu got the clarity? Labels key value must match with
Yeah.
selectors key value. Are you
Oh,
agree with me? Point number one. What is point number two? Container port must match with target port. What is container port here? What is container port here? What is container port here?
80.
8080.
8080. What is the
80.
target port? Till now we don't know. Blank is there, right? What I need to write? Quickly respond.
80.
8080.
8080.
Now I am asking a small question. Okay, container port is good. Target port is good. We understood. See, your phone number you are having. In my mobile, I typed your phone number only. Then only you may get a call. Are you agree with me? But even though I typed your phone number, there is no signal. What is the use? No use, right? There is no tower. What is the use? No, right? In the same way, this represent service port number. Service port number. You know cluster IP, right? Cluster IP service is there, right? Cluster IP. That is the service port number. What is the service port number am I able to give here? You may ask me, can I give 8080? 100% valid. You may ask me, why are you giving 80 only 80? Please try to understand. I'm going to apply industry standard. 80. Why I'm giving 80? What is the HTTP port number? Anyone can quickly tell me? What is the HTTP port number?
80.
That's what I am giving 80. At least you may able to remember, right? Service means running application on our browser with which port number, ma? With which port number? This port number. If I give this port number, now try to understand. If I give this port number will go and communicate with this port number. This port number will search for this port number. Now both are matching. Are you agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
I am the person. I am communicating with this. You may ask me. I am the person. You may ask me like this. Can able to communicate like this? Yes or no? Is it valid or not? At least tell me.
No.
No, no, 100% valid, Srinath garu. 100% valid, but what I'll do it on the browser, I need to enter 1234. Is it good or bad?
Bad.
Who will know? Who will know 1234? Here,
Yes.
maybe you are attending my class, you may know 1234, you can easily apply it. Your friend is not attended, he may ask one URL, you provided URL, you don't know what to give, very complex to manage, right? For that only, we are giving 80. I hope I am giving different ways. Finally, I am giving again right answer. Up to now clear? Up to now clear? But you need to specify type. You need to specify type. Which type you want to specify? Type, type, there, type colon. And now tell me, shall I go with node port or shall I go with load balancer? The best way is what I said. What is the best way? What is the best way? Load
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 balancer.
balancer.
balance.
Good. Everybody understood or not? Only area 1 I modified. This is area 1 assume. Area 2 I modified. Area 3 I modified. Area 4. But in my pod, only 2 areas I modified. That means container port I modified and image only I modified. Remaining things I didn't touch even. Even memory I increased. Why I increase? Less memory applicable. Container may not create. Now what I am trying to do? Control S ma. Control S. Which name I provided? Test pod SVC. You need to check that pod got created or not quickly. There dir t star dot yam t star dot yam. Such name was there or not? Check it and tell me. Test pod hyphen svc dot yaml. Is it available or not? Yes. Now anyone guide me? How can I run this? How can I run this? Kubectl apply hyphen f test hyphen pod hyphen. Why I typed up to that? Then only it can recognize. Now just created, right? Now check it. Kubectl get s2service. My service object load balancer got created. Yes or no? Quickly respond. Load balancer. Is it created or not? Is it
Yes,
created or?
Yeah,
Yes. Now see, load balancer having one external IP. You may see in future also. What is the external IP here? Local host. What I need to use? Local host only I need to use. Maybe in real time here won't provide local host. Won't provide local host. Here also we can get. I'll show you that also. Now see here, I'm opening the browser. I'm opening the browser. Now there I'm typing localhost. If I type and enter, what it is showing, observe and tell me. You may get it. You may get it. Your Tomcat server. Once it is created, it may take 3 minutes, man. For creation of everything, it may take 3 minutes. It may take 3 minutes. Now, am I getting my Tomcat server? Yes or no? Am I getting my Tomcat server? Yes or no? I didn't specify any port number here. What is my which name I provided there? Please respond. Java,
local.
Java hyphen web hyphen app. Yes or no? See the output. Am I able to getting or not? Java web app. Java web app. Is it simple or complex? Very simple, very easy to get it. Very simple, very easy to get. Same way, I want to get it here. See, here is curl 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 http colon localhost slash what is that? Java hyphen web hyphen app. In real time developers what was the problem, any spelling mistake local. Are you observing? Local host, not getting anything, not getting anything. curl, I think I am not wrong. Java web app, there I need to get a small output, there I need to get small output. There I'll try to apply http or https. Yeah, this is failed to connect. Okay, HTTP only. But in this, it is not extracting. It is not extracting. But this is the right path. We are not getting any error means it is executed, but it is not showing output. I'll tell you. Maybe this in this way not getting. This is the right command only, but it is not able to extract. I hope everybody understood, right? Same way we may extend remaining classes. This is the basic. These two classes, if you know perfectly, if you executed perfectly, from third class, very easy to understand. Maybe assume yesterday and today you are not able to understand. You no need to attend also classes. You no need to attend my classes. Why? You maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, concept may increase. If you don't know these 10 lines, you can't able to understand maybe 30 to 40 lines. 30 to 40. When you can understand, if you listen 3 to 4 times, if you try to implement at least 1 or 2 times, from third class onwards, very easy to understand. Okay, thank you. Remaining things we'll discuss.